Could the Red Sea become the next hotspot for international conflict? It appears the Yemeni armed forces of the Houthi group in Yemen are pushing this scenario closer to reality. Recently, the group declared a new stance in their ongoing measures to bolster Palestinian resistance in the Gaza Strip. Their strategy? To target and attack any vessel destined for Israeli ports, navigating through the Gulf of Aden, the Bab al-Mandab Strait, and the Red Sea. This decision, they say, is a direct response to the blockade imposed on the Gaza Strip that prevents the entry of food and medicine. The group's message is clear: all ships are legitimate targets for the Yemeni armed forces. This bold assertion, announced just last Saturday, has undoubtedly stoked the embers of conflict in an already volatile region. This has led to a new level of tension in the region, with potential repercussions for international trade and security. The Houthi group has already begun to enact its threats. In a series of escalating confrontations, the waters of the Red Sea have become a battleground. The Yemeni armed forces under the Houthi group have made their intentions clear. Any ship heading towards Israeli ports is considered a legitimate target, irrespective of nationality. This campaign of maritime disruption started with the capture of the Israeli ship, the Galaxy Leader. On a calm November day, the ship and its crew found themselves under Houthi control, taken to the Yemeni coast. This marked a significant escalation in the Red Sea tensions, but the Houthis were far from finished. Just 6 days later, the Kalandar ship, owned by the Israeli company Zim, was the next to come under attack. An unflinching Yemeni march, a display of Houthi determination, targeted the vessel. The incident served as a stark reminder of the group's commitment to its cause, to disrupt Israeli maritime traffic as a form of resistance. But the incidents didn't stop there. Last weekend saw a further escalation as 2 more Israeli ships came under attack in the Red Sea. These acts of aggression are not random, but rather they are part of a calculated strategy by the Houthi group. And so, the waters of the Red Sea have become a hotspot of conflict, a theater of confrontation between the Houthis and Israel. Yet it's not just the direct participants that are feeling the heat. These incidents have not only heightened tensions but also raised questions about the safety of maritime navigation in the Red Sea. Ship owners, crew members, and nations around the world are now forced to reconsider the security of their vessels passing through these troubled waters. The Red Sea, a historically significant trade route, is now under the shadow of conflict. The stakes are high, and the world watches with bated breath as the ripple effects of these confrontations begin to be felt on a global scale. And the question on everyone's mind is, how will this conflict evolve? Will the Red Sea continue to be a battleground? Or will diplomatic solutions prevail? Only time will tell. The international community has not remained silent on these developments. The United States, in a swift response to the Houthis' decisions, announced its bold move to form a military force in partnership with 38 other nations. The primary objective of this international coalition is to secure maritime navigation, ensuring the safety of commercial ships passing through the contested waters. This is a clear message to the Houthi group and a firm stand against the disruption of global trade routes. On the other side of the spectrum, Tzachi Hanegbi, the head of the Israeli National Security Council, voiced Israel's position. He declared that Israel is ready to take action against the Houthi efforts in Yemen to disrupt navigation in the Red Sea. Hanegbi stressed that this step would be taken if the international community fails to ensure safe and secure navigation. The stakes are high, and the world is watching closely. The implications of a maritime trade blockade on Israel are far-reaching. The Houthi decision to impose such a blockade represents a significant escalation in their stance against Israel. This action is not just a threat to Israeli vessels, but to any ship that dares to traverse the Red Sea, the Gulf of Aden, or the Bab al-Mandab Strait on a course for Israeli ports. This, in essence, is a direct challenge to the freedom of maritime navigation, a principle that underpins global trade. In response, some vessels bound for Israel have begun charting courses through the Mediterranean Sea, a detour that increases travel time and, consequently, the cost of goods. This shift disrupts not only trade patterns but also strains international relations. The potential expansion of this conflict in the Red Sea could have lasting impacts on global trade and international relations.